It does conduct.
It is conducting. So resistance increases or decreases? Whenever conducts, then resistance will decrease. And in reverse bias, barrier potential increases, depletion layer widens. That means resistance increases, current does not flows. It behaves like which circuit? Open circuit. It behaves like open circuit. Now, what 2, 3 numericals we are doing today will complete this chapter. Right. A pure silicon crystal has 4 into 10 raised to 28 atoms per meter cube, 10 raised to minus 3. It is doped by 1 ppm. ppm means part per million. It is doped by 1 part per million concentration of antimony. 1 part per million concentration of antimony. Calculate the number of electrons and holes given Ni. Ni means intrinsic semiconductor has concentration 1.2 into 10 raised to 16 per meter cube. First write the question, then I am explaining. A pure silicon crystal has 4 into 10 raised to 28 atoms, meter raised to minus 3. It is doped by 1 part per million concentration of antimony. Calculate number of electrons and hole if Ni. Ni means number of charges in intrinsic condition. That means in pure condition. Completed?
Yes, sir.
I'm just clearing everything. In pure germanium crystal has 4 into 10 raised to 8 atom per meter cube. In that you are putting antimony as doped impurity, where they are telling 1 ppm is doped by 1 ppm concentration. Now 1 ppm means 1 part per million atom. That means in 10 raised to 6 atom it is 1. So we are interested in how many doped antimony is present in that much atom of pure silicon. So 10 raised to 6 corresponds to 1 antimony. This is the meaning of that. So 4 into 10 raised to 28 of silicon will have how many antimony? Therefore, number of antimony atoms equals to 4 into 10 raised to 28 upon 10 raised to 6. See, 10 raised to 6 means 1 million atom will have 1 antimony. So 4 into 10 raised to 28 of silicon can have how many antimony? 4 into 10 raised to 22. This is impurity which we have added in silicon, which has 4 into 10 raised to 28. 1 million में 1 antimony. तो इतने में कितना? 4 into 10 raised to 28. Please copy till this. चलो हो गया लिख के इतना.
Yes, sir.
So 1 antimony added gives 1 free electron. 4 into 10 raised to 22 will give that many electron. So we can say therefore number of free electrons is equals to 4 into 10 raised to 22. So therefore we can say N means number, E means electron is 4 into 10 raised to 22. Number of holes we have to find. Intrinsic is product of hole and electron. So electron hole दोनों का number same in intrinsic. So it is Ni square. N मतलब number of intrinsic atoms means number of proton, positive hole and electron. If it is pure, it will be same. But when you replace, then Ne into NH will be Ni. Ni is given as Ni? 1.2 into 10 raised to 16 square. देखो Ni का मतलब नंबर ऑफ इलेक्ट्रॉन स्टार्ट में सेम एज नंबर ऑफ होल, इसलिए ये Ni प्रोडक्ट हो गया Ni स्क्वायर. बाद में कुछ कम ज्यादा होता है बट टोटल रिमेन सेम, क्योंकि Si निकल के फिर उसका जगह पे एंटीमनी आया. सो देयरफॉर Ne into NH is same as स्टार्ट का Ne into NH, दैट वाज Ni. तो क्योंकि इक्वल था इसलिए Ni स्क्वायर बोल देते हैं उसको. Ne is 4 into 10 raised to 22 into number of hole. So I can say number of holes present, NH equals to number of holes equals to 1.2 square is 1.44 into 10 raised to 16 into 2 will be 32 upon 4 into 10 raised to 22, that is equals to 4 3s are 12, remainder to 4 6 are 24 into 10 raised to 32 minus this will become 10 raised to 0.36 होएगा into 10 raised to 10, you can write 3.6 into 10 raised to 9. So number of holes present 3.6 into 10 raised to 9. So clear cut, you can see Ne is greater than NH. देख रहे?
Yes, sir.
Next one, second. A pure silicon crystal at temperature of pure silicon crystal at temperature of 300 Kelvin has electron and hole concentration as electron and hole concentration 1.5 into 10 raised to 16 per meter cube each. That is Ne is same as NH. Doping by indium increases NH to 4.5 into 10 raised to 22 meter raised to minus 3. Calculate Ne for doped silicon crystal. A pure silicon crystal has equal number of electron and proton. So Ne is same as NH at higher temperature. So this is like Ni, Ni. I means intrinsic. So in pure form, number of electron and holes are same. Doping by indium increases NH to 4.5. So NH has increased. Then what about electron for doped crystal? Since Ni square equals to Ne into NH, therefore Ne is Ni square upon NH. Ni means original equal number of electron and hole, that is 1.5 into 10 raised to 16 square upon hole becomes 4.5 into 10 raised to 22. So it is equal to 1.5. I am writing 2 times into 10 raised to 16 into 232 upon 4.5 into 10 raised to 22. 1.5 into 3 is 4.5. 3 into 0.5. So 0.5 into 10 raised to 10 or 5 into 10 raised to 9 meter raised to minus 3. Copy. Yes, completed na?
Yes, sir.
Now write IV characteristics IV characteristics of forward biased. Forward biased by diode. PN junction is called diode. So IV characteristics means behavior of current by changing voltage in forward biased condition. So indirectly we have to draw the graph. Forward biased IV characteristics in forward biased. So here we are taking forward current on Y axis in milliampere unit milliampere. Here we are taking forward voltage. Unit is volt. 0, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.6, 0.7, 0.8, 0.9, 1. Now, in case of forward bias, we are connecting P side to positive and N side to negative, correct? What was barrier potential for germanium? याद है लिखा है था आपको 0.3 वोल्ट, सिलिकॉन 0.7 वोल्ट.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means till 0.7 there will be no current flowing through diode, whether it is forward or reverse. 0.7 के बाद सिलिकॉन में वो फ्लो होएगा. So if we consider this is silicon diode, assume कर लिया silicon diode है. So 0.1 no current will flow. 0.1 to 0.7, 0.1, 0.2, 0.3, 0.4, 0.5, 0.7 तक इधर नेग्लिजिबल करंट फ्लो होएगा, कुछ हार्डली कुछ तो फ्लो होएगा, नेग्लिजिबल फ्लो, एंड देन इट विल स्टार्ट इंक्रीजिंग रैपिडली एज. So 0.7 voltage corresponding to 0.7 is called as knee voltage. नी मतलब अपना ये पैर में नी रहता है, मतलब 0.7 किया तो ये बेचारा जंक्शन डायोड सरेंडर कर दिया, हिंदी में बोलते हैं घुटने टेक दिया, तो नी वोल्टेज, एंड देन इट स्टार्ट्स इंक्रीजिंग.
Yes, sir.
So this one is called as forward bias region when by increasing voltage current increases. So till 0.7 negligible, 0.7 is called knee voltage, and beyond that it is forward biased region. Process diagram. खाली ग्राफ आप थोड़ा स्ट्रेट लाइन अच्छे से थोड़ा बनाना है, क्रूकेट लग रहा है थोड़ा. So till 0.7 nothing, and then it increases. So knee voltage is 0.7 volt for silicon and 0.3 for germanium. Till that there is negligible or nothing is flowing. They can ask an exam for 2 marks. Draw IV characteristics for forward biased junction diode. So till knee voltage, negligible current flows, then current rises rapidly. Completed diagram?
Yes, sir.
So we got forward biased IV characteristics till knee voltage, no current flowing, then it sharply increases. It is called forward biased region. Shall I clear this? Hello, can I clear this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Second. Reverse biased characteristics of a diode. Reverse biased characteristics is also IV characteristics, but during reverse biased. So this time voltage is made negative. This got reverse voltage because it is connected in opposite 0. Suppose this is 20, 40, 60, 80, 100 and so on. Reverse current, then microampere, twenty microampere, 40, 60 and so on. Suddenly it becomes very large, so I'm writing this last wala 1 milliampere. So in reverse biased means it is like this. P connected to N and N is connected to P. So what it does, it drifts out all the positive and all the negative drift. सब बाहर निकाल देता है, drift. So as you start increasing this voltage, एक स्टेज आएगा सब majority carrier बाहर निकल गया. If majority carrier has come out, तो इसके अंदर अभी P के अंदर negative electron है and N has got positive hole. This much you follow? Hello?
Yes, sir.
At certain reverse voltage, all the majority carrier from P positive and from N negative comes out. So only left out is all minority carrier. P has minority carrier electron, N has positive hole. Now it is like P is connected to P, N is connected to N. So it is like forward biased only, but with minority carrier. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So initially no current flows, almost negligible, negligible, negligible. But at certain voltage, when all the minority carrier, majority carriers are when all the majority carriers are removed, then due to minority carrier, current will start flowing. So up to certain value, hardly any current or negligible current flows. And then suddenly at certain voltage, it shows the rise. This voltage sometimes is also called as Zener voltage or breakdown voltage. That means now our diode is not in our control. उसके बाद सब ये electron from here and positive hole will start flowing. So excessive current flows in reverse biased condition. So up to very large voltage, see, nothing was flowing. But beyond certain voltage, excessive current flows. That is called as Zener voltage or breakdown voltage. So reverse biased characteristics is as shown in the figure. Draw. First, very small current is due to leakage current. That means along with majority, sometimes some minority is pulled. That's why we were getting some small current.
Done, sir.
So forward characteristics means till knee voltage, nothing will flow, then sharp rise. Reverse characteristics means after very large reverse voltage, the current successively increased. That voltage is called Zener voltage or breakdown voltage. Now, third one, static and dynamic resistance of a diode. So in lockdown, we were dynamic or we were static?
Static.
Static. एक घर में ही हम लोग थे. We were not allowed to move. Maximum outside, inside our building compound we could move, but beyond that it was not allowed in lockdown where it was curfew. But slowly it became loosened. Now we can move out, and now again government is going to decide today something because of increasing case. So static means rest, dynamic means active motion. So can I say when no current is flowing, it will be like static, and current flowing, it will become dynamic. Current flowing
Yes,
is
sir.
current flowing is nothing but what?
Open circuit.
Current flowing is closed circuit but constant. And dynamic means when resistance is increasing. Resistance increases X6 will be static almost constant. So this will be like forward and this is like reverse.
Yes, sir.
So static DC resistance. DC means not changing, not fluctuating. So it is called static resistance or DC resistance in electronic when resistance is constant. So when PN junction is forward biased, when PN junction is forward biased, it offers definite यानी कि fixed definite resistance in the circuit, constant resistance in the circuit. This resistance is called as static or DC resistance of diode. Static or DC resistance of diode denoted as RO. We write as RG. Just write this, then we'll write it is ratio of what has to be voltage and current. When PN junction is forward wired, it offers definite resistance in the circuit. This resistance is called as static or DC resistance of diode. So can I clear this?
Yes, sir.
The resistance offered by the PN junction when it is forward biased is called as static or dynamic resistance. Static or DC resistance. The DC resistance of a diode is the ratio of the DC voltage across diode to the DC voltage across diode to the DC current flowing through it at particular voltage. So DC resistance is the ratio of DC voltage across diode to DC current flowing through it at particular voltage. So R means capital R is for static and small r will write for dynamic. So this is constant voltage and at that voltage current flowing. So it is actually Ohm's law only. V upon I. V is constant. At that constant current flows. Write this. Then after saying dynamic, we'll see nature of graph. Then,
Done, sir.
so one was static resistance. Now we are seeing dynamic resistance. Dynamic. Dynamic. It is also called as AC resistance. See, in electronic circuit, we have two resistance. One is dynamic, other is static. Dynamic is called AC and static is called as DC. DC means not changing and AC means it is changing. The dynamic or AC resistance of a diode is defined as ratio of change in voltage delta V to the change in current delta I flowing through it. Therefore, R G is delta V upon delta I. Right, its definition. The dynamic or AC resistance is ratio of change in voltage to the change in current. Done.
Done, sir.
Graph of I against V. This is, suppose IV characteristics in forward biased. At one particular point, if I find voltage and current, this gives static resistance. So static resistance will become V naught upon I naught. If we want dynamic, then we draw tangent at that point. After drawing tangent at that point, this is called delta V and this is called as delta I. So dynamic resistance is actually reciprocal of slope, or we can say Rg equals to delta V upon delta I. So from the graph, we can find static resistance at particular point, dynamic by finding slope and its reciprocal. Draw this diagram again. Draw diagram and write here static resistance, dynamic resistance. So whenever it is IV characteristics graph given and we have to find static, any one particular voltage, find current, and for dynamic, find the slope or find the change in voltage to the change in current.
Done, sir.
See, one more IV characteristics. IV characteristics of ideal diode. IV characteristics of ideal diode. Voltage, current. Forward biased voltage is positive and reverse biased voltage is negative. If ideal, that means what is resistance in forward biased? Ideally, what is resistance in forward biased? Resistance in forward biased is 0. If resistance is 0, Then our formula is V upon I, correct? No?
Yes, sir.
This is 0. That means voltage is 0. So only this will exist, no voltage. Resistance 0. So this graph is called as ideal wala, ye forward biased ke liye. IV characteristics. No resistance. And in reverse biased, so when voltage is 0 means x0, y axis. Therefore, I have marked here. In reverse biased, resistance is infinite. Resistance is infinite. That is R equals to V equals to infinity. Therefore, I is 0. Okay. I 0 matlab voltage axis.
Yes, sir.
So sometimes they will just draw this diagram and they will ask it represents what. So I is present, but no change in voltage, forward bias, no current, even when voltage is changed, and reverse bias. This is ideal characteristics. Draw diagram. Have you followed? Ideal meaning without changing voltage, we are getting current because resistance is 0. And here the current is 0 even if you change voltage because resistance is infinite. Draw this too. Can I clear?
Wait, sir.
Now just 3-4 things are left out. Advantage, disadvantage of semiconductor, thermistor.
Done, sir.
One numerical we'll see. Refer to the figure as shown below. Refer to the figure as shown below and find the resistance between point A and B when ideal diode. What is meaning of ideal diode? If we say ideal means what? During forward bias, it is not taking any voltage. Huh? Ideally means it will not take any voltage. So first forward biased and second reverse biased. Reverse biased may what will be its resistance?
Infinite.
Infinity. So current will be 0. In forward biased, voltage will be 0. See, actually speaking, this junction diodes, they are resistance only. Voltage खाएगा तो आइडियल नहीं है, वोल्टेज नहीं खाया तो आइडियल है, बस ये मीनिंग. Write this, then I'm drawing 3 diagrams because from 3 diagrams we have to find resistance. Find the resistance when forward biased and reverse biased. Three figures are given. I'm showing you that figure so that we can start solving. First, you write this information. Sure, can I clear?
Yes, sir.
Find the resistance between A and B when ideal diode is forward and reverse biased. Figure is as shown. This is A, this point is B, C is 300, this is D, also 300. This is the circuit given. Now, when forward biased, then resistance across diode is 0. So circuit will become like this. Zero resistance means it will behave like connecting wire of negligible resistance. So this is 300, this is 300. What will be resistance across AB? Can you tell? Two resistance are in parallel. 300 नहीं 30 ohm दिया है. 30 ohm, 30 ohms, 30 ohms, 30 ohms. Two resistance is parallel. Can I write directly product upon sum?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So 30 900 upon 60. So resistance across AB in forward bias will be 90 upon 6, that is 15 ohm. Copy first part. This is the diagram given in question. From here solution we have done. When forward biased, then resistance across diode is 0. So it is like connecting wire. So during forward bias, that junction diode becomes like connecting wire. So gives closed circuit where we are having like two resistance 30 in parallel. Now we'll see what will happen in reverse bias. Again, once you complete, tell me.
Done, sir.
Now when reverse biased, then resistance will become infinite. When reverse biased, then resistance of diode is infinite. Hence, It behaves like open switch as shown. So this was 30 ohm. C, this will become like open switch, and this is D, 30 ohm closed. This is B and this is E. So resistance across AB will be only resistance across ADB path, that is 30 ohm. क्योंकि वायर टूट गया है तो इसका कुछ काम नहीं. So resistance of circuit will be only one resistance 30 when it was closed, then two resistance in parallel. By mistake don't write 0. ये वाला branch का 0 हो गया, lower branch है. So write this and draw diagram. Answer.
Done, sir.
Next heading, right? State advantages of semiconductor. State advantages of semiconductor devices. State advantages of semiconductor devices. First, they are smaller in size and lightweight. Like our television, see, single-handed we can move from one place to another. So even if it is 50-inch, it is very light. So they are smaller in size and light in weight. This is advantage. Second point. They operate at very small voltages. They operate at very small voltages. Hence, consume less power. Consume less power. Small voltage because फॉर जर्मीनियम 0.3 से ज्यादा वोल्टेज भी चलेगा, सिलिकॉन के लिए 0.7 से भी चलेगा. नो नीड टू हैव 230 और 220 वोल्टेज. Light in size, smaller in size, light in weight, they operate at low voltage, so low power consumption. Third point. They do not require heating filaments. That means it is not first something is heated and then the electrons are emitted. So they do not require heating filaments. Its operation is fast. Fifth. See, they are very small in size, so we can prepare integrated circuit called ICs. So fabrication of ICs. IC means integrated circuit is possible. So those who are going to become electronic engineer, they will study in detail integrated circuit called as ICs.
So what is
Yes.
the last word of second advantage?
This one?
No,
This
sir,
one?
second advantage, second one.
This one? Its operation is fast.
No, sir, they operate at very small.
They operate at very small voltages. Small voltages.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. So can I clear this now?
Yes, sir.
See, very simple chapter, self-explanatory it is. Then write disadvantages. College may ask just for 2 marks, advantage, disadvantage, that's it. Disadvantages. See, when there is rainfall, then many times our television doesn't work. Na?
Yes, sir.
That means it is sensitive to charges due to clouding.
Yes, sir.
So that is one of the disadvantage. So right, they are sensitive to electrostatic charges. They are sensitive to electrostatic charges. If temperature becomes, see, most of this electronic circuit, we prefer to be in the low temperature. So that's why wherever there is computer application, mostly the office is AC, because they are sensitive to higher temperature, it will get damaged. So we can say they are sensitive to fluctuations, that means fluctuations in the temperature. They are sensitive to fluctuation in temperature. They are sensitive to radiation. They are sensitive to radiation, they are sensitive to temperature, they are sensitive to electronic charges. Fourth, they are not useful for controlling high powers because their requirement is small, so they cannot be used for controlling high powers. They are not useful for controlling high powers. 4 points written, 2 more we will write.
Yes, sir.
Right. Fifth point, they need controlled conditions for their manufacturing. They need controlled conditions for their manufacturing. Sixth, very few materials are semiconductor. Very few materials are semiconductors. Done? So we got advantage, we got disadvantage. Shall I clear?
Yes, sir.
Then write applications of semiconductors and PN junction diode. Applications of semiconductors and PN junction diode. See, all these applications in detail we are going to study in 12th. Now only what are those applications we have to study. Have you heard about solar cell?
Yes,
Solar
sir.
cell. Actually, they are nothing but PN junction diode. So when light falls, solar energy, then P and N type absorb energy and they break into positive, negative ions. So because P is negatively charged, it will attract all the positive hole and positive ban jata hai wo. And N attracts all. N is actually positively charged. I have explained you last class.
Yes,
PN
sir.
junction. So it will attract all electron becomes negative. तो एक साइड पॉजिटिव बन गया, एक साइड नेगेटिव, वायर कनेक्ट किया और इसके बीच में कुछ रेजिस्टेंस, तो करंट फ्लो होएगा ना पॉजिटिव से नेगेटिव, मतलब इनडायरेक्टली
Yes, sir.
सेल के जैसा हो जाता है. सो एंटायर वर्किंग वी हैव इन 12th standard. Just write down headings only. Application first. It can be used in solar cells. Solar cells where light energy is converted into electrical energy. Where light energy is converted into electrical energy. Where light energy is converted into electrical energy. Light energy is converted into electrical energy. Second, photo. Photo means light. Resistor. Resistor is which will oppose the current or control the current. So by putting light on PN junction, it can be made forward reverse bias, therefore it can control the current. Third, bipolar junction transistor. Bipolar junction transistor. Bi means two. So P, N, when joined together back to back, then it gives a device called PNP और NPN. उसको बोलते हैं ट्रांजिस्टर. बाई मतलब दो पोल. दिस इज कॉल्ड, एक को बोलते हैं एमीटर, दूसरे को बोलते हैं कलेक्टर. डिटेल में वी हैव टू स्टडी इन 12th. नाउ ओनली व्हाट आर सेमीकंडक्टर यूज्ड इनटू. वापस देखो क्या है, ये पीएन जंक्शन है बराबर, ये भी पीएन जंक्शन हो गया, दोनों को ज्वाइंट कर दो तो पीएनपी बन गया, एक ये होने का चांस है, और एनपी और ऐसे ज्वाइंट करो विथ पीएन तो ये बन जाएगा एनपीएन. हाउ मेनी जंक्शन यू कैन सी, 1 2, इसलिए इसको बोलते हैं बाइपोलर जंक्शन. So first use solar cell, second as a resistor, third bipolar junction transistor. All working we have in 12th, not in 11th. Fourth, photodiode. Whenever photo comes, that means related to light. Photodiode. So it will conduct when light is incident. Solar cell jaisa hi, photodiode. Fifth, LED. Fifth, LED, which is also called light emitting diode. LED. Full form is light emitting diode. 6. Solid state laser. This is a particular type of light emitting diode where the light emitted has frequency of microwave. That's why it is called solid state laser. Then it can be used to make integrated circuits called as ICs. So just two more theories are there, then chapter will get over. This Friday, hello,
Yes, sir.
test will be on measurement and scalar vector MCQ. These two chapters, first and second. Measurement and scalars vector MCQ. Krish, you will be able to manage these two chapters? Hello, Krish? Krish? Krish, you can hear? Krish, tell Ramani. Hello, Krish? Krish is not able to hear. Measurement and scalar vector MCQ test on Friday.
So what was the fifth one?
Fifth one was light emitting diode, LED.
Thank you, sir.
Then write thermistor. Thermistor. This is, they can ask, write short note on thermistor. See, therm means actually heat, thermal. Stir is resistor. So actually it is that resistor which depends upon temperature. Or in simple language we can say thermistor is temperature sensitive resistor. What is thermistor? Hello, what is thermistor? What is thermistor? Thermistor is a temperature sensitive resistor, right? That means it depends upon temperature. Thermistor is a temperature sensitive resistor. Its resistance changes with change in its temperature. Its resistance changes with change in its temperature. Thermistor is a temperature sensitive resistor. Its resistance changes with change in its temperature. See, if some quantity has increased, that means it has changed or it has not changed?
It has changed.
It has changed. If it decreases, then changed or not changed?
Yes, sir, it is changed.
It has changed.
So by changing means we can assume two things. ज्यादा भी हो सकता है, कम भी हो सकता है. मतलब टेम्परेचर बढ़ाया, रेजिस्टेंस कम भी हो सकता है, ज्यादा भी हो सकता है. So depending upon this, there are two types of thermistor. One is called negative temperature coefficient thermistor, other is positive. अभी नेगेटिव से क्या समझता है? उल्टा होएगा ना, टेम्परेचर बढ़ेगा, रेजिस्टेंस कम होएगा. So next line, write down. There are two types of thermistor. There are two types of thermistors. First, the negative temperature coefficient in bracket NTC. Its resistance decreases with increase in temperature. Its resistance decreases with increase in temperature. It has negative temperature coefficient. It has negative temperature coefficient. करंट में बताया था what is temperature coefficient of resistance. It is change in resistance upon original resistance. तो negative रहेगा मतलब it will decrease. Thermistor is temperature sensitive resistance. Its resistance changes with change in temperature. There are two types of thermistor. Negative temperature coefficient. Its resistance decreases with increase in temperature. It has negative temperature coefficient. Second, this one done. Can I clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Second, write positive temperature coefficient. Second, positive temperature coefficient. In bracket PTC. Its resistance increases with increase in temperature. Its resistance increases with increase in temperature. They have positive temperature coefficient. It is generally used as a fuse. मतलब हाई टेम्परेचर पे करंट को जाने नहीं देगा, तो जनरली यूज्ड एज अ फ्यूज. लास्ट पैराग्राफ. Thermistors are made from thermally sensitive. Thermally मतलब heat. Thermally sensitive metal oxide semiconductors. Thermistors are made from thermally sensitive metal oxide semiconductors. Thermistor can also be used as a thermometer. Thermistors can also be used as a thermometer. Can I clear?
Yes, sir.
Just small part left out, some called as band theory. What do you mean by valence electron? Which electrons are called valence electrons?
Electrons in the last shell.
Yes, that means outermost orbit.
Yes, sir.
The electrons in the outermost orbit, that is a chemistry actually. The electrons in the outermost orbit are called as valence electrons. Actually, these electron decides electrical and chemical property of any substance. Right, meaning of valence electron. The electrons in outermost orbit are called as valence electrons. Next, conduction electron. The free or loosely bound, the free or loosely bound electrons are called as conduction electrons. Done?
Yes, sir.
Energy band. In case of solid atoms, they are in the same position, they do not leave the position, but they just vibrate. So outermost orbit electron with the neighboring electron, it may be repelled. तो ऐसा आ जाएगा ना, ये बाजू वाला ऐसा रिपेल करेगा, तो अल्टीमेटली अपना जगह नहीं छोड़ता है, खाली वाइब्रेट करता है along this atoms molecule. So every electron, due to influence of neighboring atom, may have energy up to certain range. Suppose first orbit of इलेक्ट्रॉन हैज एनर्जी 13.6 इलेक्ट्रॉन वोल्ट, एक ही रहेगा तो इतना होएगा, पर आजू बाजू में और एटम से इंफ्लुएंस होके थोड़ा प्लस थोड़ा माइनस होने का चांस है. इफ इट इज गैस मॉलिक्यूल तो अकेला रहने वाला है, वो दूसरे मॉलिक्यूल के साथ अट्रैक्ट नहीं करता है, तो उसके पास एक ही एनर्जी होता है, उसको बोलते हैं एनर्जी लेवल. हियर द रेंज ऑफ energy of electron in given orbit, the range of energy of electron in given orbit is called as energy band. Band means collection. So between 12 to, suppose we are having energy till 14, then 12 to 14 becomes its energy band. So range of energy of electron in given orbit is called as energy band. Right, energy band definition. Range of energy of electron in given orbit is called as energy band. Yes, completed.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now three more bands we have to study. Valence band. Band means range of energy. Valence means outer electron. So I can say the energy of valence, here एक line, the range of energy of valence electrons is called as valence band. What will be then conduction band in same language? The range of energy of free electrons is called as conduction band. Write this. Range of energy of valence electron, valence band. Range of energy of free electron is conduction band.
Done, sir.
Next is forbidden gap band. Forbidden gap band. बैलेंस एंड कंडक्शन के बीच में कुछ तो गैप रहेगा ना, मतलब बैलेंस वाला इलेक्ट्रॉन अगर फ्री होके कंडक्शन में चला गया तो फॉरबिडन, देन इट इज फ्री टू मूव. सो द डिफरेंस ऑफ एनर्जी, the difference of energy in valence and conduction band is called as forbidden gap band. Forbidden means there is requirement of energy from valence to push the electron in free orbit. That requirement is called forbidden gap band.
Done, sir.
Now, last part of the chapter. On the basis of band theory, classify semiconductors, comma, insulators, comma, conductors. First, insulators. Do we have free electrons in insulator? Hello, do we have free electron in insulator?
No, sir.
No. That means conduction band is empty. Na? We don't have any electron having energy which is present in conduction band. And valence band is partially or completely filled. Forbidden gap बहुत ज्यादा है इसमें. It is nearly 5 to 15 electron volt. Forbidden gap. So in what are insulator in terms of band theory you have to explain. Right. In insulators, the conduction band is empty and valence band is partially मतलब may have 8 electron or more than 4, इसलिए बोलते हैं partially, is partially or completely filled. The forbidden gap band, is very large. It is in the order of 5 electron volt to 15 electron volt. It is in the order of 5 electron volt to 15 electron volt.
Done, sir.
Then write semiconductors. या वैष्णवी कॉलेज
हो सर.
फक्त 2 मिनिटं 2 मिनिट चालेल 2 मिनिटं फक्त 2 म्हणजे अगदी 2 मिनिट अगदी 2 मिनिट. सेकंड सेमीकंडक्टर एकदम थोडकाच लिहायचं आपल्याला. सेमीकंडक्टर्स मग चॅप्टर संपून जाणार. इन सेमीकंडक्टर्स both valence and conduction bands are partially filled. The forbidden gap band is in the order of 1 electron volt. For germanium 0.72 electron volt and for silicon 1.1 electron volt. Last, conductors. In conductors, valence band is empty and conduction band is full. They overlap each other. Hence, forbidden gap band is 0. Hence, forbidden gap band is 0. That means you don't have to supply energy to remove the electron. Already they are present in the conductor as free electron. Forbidden gap band is 0. Forbidden gap band is 0. That's all for today. This completes our chapter called semiconductor. Next we'll start electromagnetic wave. Last chapter, that will also take 2 lectures max to max. In fact, 1.5 lecture it will take. So coming week, that is Friday, 90% that chapter will get over. And then we'll start with revision of current electricity. So if you have understood current well, I will start simultaneously its extension.